Very good evening to everybody. Somebody connected to me and I was disconnected from the whole system here. Very good evening to everybody. This is Charles, 9H-HAM, net control station for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, which meets every 2 weeks at 1800 Zulu at present, 8 o'clock Malta time, 2 o'clock PM Eastern Time in the USA. First of all, I would like to thank the repeater trustees for the use of their repeaters, 9H-DMR and also 9H-UHF. I would like to welcome everybody to this net, and I will call for check-ins in a few minutes, or in a few seconds I hope. My voice is not very good today, but I'll try to do my best. Stand by one. So, I would like also to thank those who are going to participate this evening in this net, evening our time. I will not give you the weather forecast, I will leave that to my colleagues. But, shall we say, I think we are in for a respite for a few days. Hope so. And I will now start calling for check-ins. But so far, I have myself, of course, 9H5 Foxtrot Alpha Anthony, 9H5 Foxtrot Mike Francis, Golf Quebec 0 Bravo India Alpha Ian. So, let's see if there are any more check-ins. Please check in with your call sign, in phonetics, and your name, please. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra, Charles, net control station for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
This is Whiskey Bravo 4 Papa Victor Tango WB4 PVT Charlie.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Charles, your last over was very, very noisy. There was a lot of background noise. You were hardly understandable. A few minutes ago, when we were doing some testing, you were coming in perfectly well. I'm not sure what might have gone wrong. Perhaps the mic connection on your laptop, perhaps, I'm not sure. Back to you, net control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Is it better now? And is it better now, Anthony?
Yes, Charles, much better. Much better.
Checked about 10 times with Echolink test server. I do acknowledge WB4 PVT also. Any more check-ins, please? This is 9 Hotel 1 Fox Bravo Sierra, net control station for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Golf Quebec 0 Bravo India Alpha.
Next, come ahead, please. Okay, it seems that we are in summer, well, near summer, but it feels like summer. So I will start and we'll call for check-ins in a few minutes' time. So, the microphone is to you. Anthony, 9H5 Fox Alpha. Hope the modulation is still okay. 9H1 FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
H1 FBS, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Hope everything is fine, Charles, from your end. Yeah, in summer we're always low on numbers, and the heat has started, and I guess that people will start going out in the evenings. Thanks for hosting the net tonight. Yeah, I have one small bit of news. I have published online a log of all the 9H-HAM GlobalNet we had. So there's a log of all check-ins of all users since the very first one. The way I did it may be a bit primitive, but it works. It's effectively a published Google Sheet. The URL, because Google Sheet URLs are extremely long, I've shortened it using Bitly. I've posted the URL on the local Facebook groups, and I've also posted it on the YouTube 9H-HAM GlobalNet page in the About section, in the Information section. I'm going to say the URL here, if anyone wants to note it down. Incidentally, if anyone sort of gets, I mean, the way I did it is a bit technologically primitive. Okay, it works, but if anyone has any sort of web design experience and wishes to lend a hand, I'd be glad if if he contacts me and sort of see if we can improve it a bit. I mean, the information is there, but I wish to lay it out in a bit somewhat better fashion. There is also some missing data which I should have, but I haven't yet managed to locate, but I should have them. So the URL is as follows. So it starts off with bit.ly, so it's Bravo India Tango dot Lima Yankee. That's because it's a shortened URL, okay? It starts off with Bravo India Tango dot Lima Yankee slash three Hotel 5 X-ray Delta apologies for that. The repeater kicked in, giving it beacon. So let me repeat the URL again. It's Bravo India Tango dot Lima Yankee / 3 Hotel 5 X-ray Delta Yankee 4. Okay, it's a strange URL because it's a shortened URL. We'll improve on this. Okay, I'll probably get a domain and we'll sort it out a bit later. But at the moment, the sort of information is there and it's being updated. So, and the URL is I've posted the URL on the 3 local Facebook pages. So both clubs and the 9H-HAM Facebook page. Sorry, not Facebook page. Facebook page, and also on the YouTube channel for this net. I will also include it in the next mail shots, which we usually send out. If anyone wants to lend a hand in sort of improving the web design and I'd be grateful if sort of they lend a hand. I actually put out this notice as well on the Facebook pages. Thanks very much, and back to you, Net Control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, Anthony, let's see if I got that, because you're breaking up a bit. Bravo India Tango dot Lima Yankee / 3 Hotel 5 X-ray Delta Yankee 4. That's what I got. So maybe when it's your turn again, you can correct me if it's not right. Excuse me. So let's go over to Francis and see if he can make a transmission. He told me earlier that he has a continuous problem with 2 massive cranes, and sometimes he just can't access the repeater. 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike 9H-1FBS. With the wind that we're going to have tomorrow, most probably we'll have more problems. Let's take another pause.
Okay, 9 Hotel 1. Fox. Bravo. Foxtrot Mike. Okay, good evening to you all. Right now I'm in the balcony because I have a problem with the repeater. With screen. Mike, back to you, John.
Okay, very rough copy. You're barely making it into the repeater, Francis. I'm very sorry about that, and I hope that the problem will solve itself. Well, hope that construction is finished soon, and you'll have a much clearer path to the repeater. Now it's Eastern, Golf Quebec 0, Bravo India Alpha. I presume that this is a special call. 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Yeah, 9 Hotel 1 Fox Bravo Sierra. Very good evening, Charles. Good evening to Charles Whiskey Bravo 4 Papa Victor Tango. Hello to Jerry, who I haven't heard yet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Hello to Anthony, 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha, and to Francis, 9 Hotel 5 Fox Mike. Yes, gentlemen, I have a variation to my call sign for the month of June to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of Her Majesty the Queen. I wasn't going to use it. I knew about it, but somebody told me how easy it was to get. I had to get hold of the RSGB, fill a form in, and about 5 minutes later I got confirmation, which I printed off. So I thought, well, why not? I've had fun with it on FD8 this afternoon and Whisper. It's nice to see a map on Whisper with Golf Quebec 0 Bravo India Alpha in the middle of it. So I've enjoyed that, and it's been fun. I appreciate how Anthony, Francis, and even yourself, Charles, have had problems with Echolink, because myself, this last week, I had my sound and everything crash on this particular computer I'm using, so I decided the best part of valor was to strip it of all the files and reinstall Windows 10. And I've been gradually building everything up. I managed to get my ICOM controlled with it today, and Whisper, as you've just heard, and of course Echolink. And I've got a nice bonny microphone which cost £12, probably €12 to you, but it's a nice little thing. It's even got a light on it that changes colour from green to red to blue as you're talking. Anyway, I'm going to make this a once-off. I wanted to give you the call sign for your logbooks, and I'll go and join the missus because we've had a strenuous day, and I know she'd appreciate me joining her sooner than later. So forgive me if I disappear. 9H-HAM FBS in the Maltanet. This is Golf Quebec 0 Bravo India Alpha. I'm wishing you a Layla Diab in the only way I can, and 7-3s, and over to you, Charles.
I don't know if you know it, but before she was crowned queen, when she was a princess, Elizabeth used to live in Malta for about 2 years in a place called Villa Guardamangia. It is located quite close to the old hospital of St. Luke's, and I believe I was reading some articles on the local paper here, and she has very, very fond memories of the time she spent here as a newly married princess. Hi. So let's push it over to Charlie. So that's we have quite a number of people here who have come to the island, and I was reading about another gentleman who has been coming since 1959, and he always stays at the same hotel in Floriana. WB4 PBT 9H-1 FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Well, good day to everybody on the net. It's good to hear y'all. Not too much going on here, just taking it easy. It's temperatures come up quite a bit. It's 85 Fahrenheit or about 30 Celsius, so it is getting into the summer here, but we have our cool days and then our hot days. It's always been said that if you don't like the weather here, wait a day, it'll change, and sure enough, we can go from extreme high to extreme low, so it's not always the same. Other than that, I don't have too much for the net, so I'll turn it back to you, Charles. 9H-1 FBS, this W4 PVT.
Well, everything slows down in summer, Charlie, so there's no big problem. Or Charles. I have come to the end of my list, so I am now going to open it up for any new check-ins. 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra with the 9H.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
APW. Any new check-ins? 9H-1 FBS. It seems so. So I'll shoot the microphone directly to you. Maybe you can tell us something about that beautiful place you live in there. I was speaking to my brother earlier, and he said it's very quiet over here. I said, not like this street. And 7APW, Jerry, 9H-1 FBS.
Yeah, very good, Charlie. 9H-1 FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. returning. Good afternoon and good evening to everybody on the net. It's nice to hear everybody's voice and your smile. I hope everybody is doing well. We have a wonderful day. It looks like it's going to rain, but that's always a debate that people can have and either win or lose, so we'll have to wait and see. It's about, how warm is it? It's about 24 degrees Celsius. I'm still sitting in the backyard, and the dogs say hello. and still enjoying the day. It's past noon over here, and it's nice and warm, and I love this kind of weather. Not much to say here, and it's nice to hear everybody. I can't seem to hear anything coming out from the MR, but maybe there's an issue. In fact, Echolink disconnected me twice so far. Hopefully it's not going to do it right now. But back to net control, and all the best wishes to everyone. 9H-1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
And a woof woof to you too. I didn't just notice it today, but your dogs are a baritone and a tenor. So they might join in the Dovey Orchestra sometime. We have come to the end of the list again, so we are calling for more check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. I think everybody is enjoying a nice breezy evening at the beach, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open it to all. Maybe Anthony, you can give us that let me tell you what I have. I don't know if it's HTTP / or whatever it is. Anyway, Bravo India Tango .Lima Yankee /3 Hotel 5 X-ray Delta Yankee 4. That's what I have. So I'll shoot it back over to you. Maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, and then I'll open it up to any comments by anybody. 9H5FA, 9H1FBS.
Thank you, Net Control. This is 9H5FA. The URL you have is correct, except for the penultimate character. It is not Yankee, it is Juliet. The parts of the URL which follows the slash, which follows the bit.ly and slash, is 3 Hotel 5 X-ray Delta Juliet number 4. Over to you.
I told you that my hearing isn't as good as it was. Well, I'm going to be 70 this year, so it's usual. So, let's see. Very short net today so far. It's 25 minutes, nearly 25 minutes. Now 25 minutes past 8 in the evening here, and I'm not surprised because, you know, I mean, everybody likes the cool weather in the evening, and in fact, I think I'm going to go there after the net is finished. I have a balcony at the rear end or back of the house, and the way the wind is blowing, it's blowing from that direction. So I'll open it to anybody who would like comment. Please, who would like to comment, please call Net Control. This is 9H1 Fox Bravo Sugar, Foxtrot Bravo Sierra with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with a question.
Sorry, 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. I have a small question for Jerry for 9 November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Give it to him, but he didn't come back. N7APW, what is your question, please? Over.
All right, with your permission, I'll pass it straight to Anthony. I did come late to the net, so what is the URL for? Let me, with your permission, I'll pass it over to Anthony, especially since he has a question for me as well, N7APW.
Hi Jerry, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. So the URL is a link to a log of all the 9H-HAM radio net check-ins that we had since the first episode 31 sessions ago. So today is the 31st episode. There are, I think, 2 or 3 of those of the early ones where I'm sure I had a list, but I couldn't find where I kept that list. So there are some blank, about I think 3 blank columns, but I'll find them and I'll update. Yeah, so it's a strange URL because it's at the moment it's a basic Google Sheets published page, and since Google Sheet URLs are excessively long, I sort of used, the Bitly service to shorten it. Eventually I'll update this, probably get a domain or something like that, is what to do. I have posted the URL on the Facebook pages, on the 3 local major Facebook pages, so the 2 clubs and the 9H-HAM Facebook page, and also on the YouTube, on the information page of the YouTube channel for 9H-HAM GlobalNet. I'll also include it in the now I'll email it to you, Jerry, as well. I'll also include it in the regular calendar mail shots that you send after each one. But at the moment it's there, the information is there, it's working. I'd like to sort of improve a bit the way it is displayed, but that will come at a later stage. And if there's someone out there who sort of can give a hand in web design, and sort of more attractive web design, I'd be glad for some assistance. Yeah, my question for you, Jerry, was, well, I didn't know you had a dog, and apparently today I've learned you have 2. Could you tell us something about them? I mean, how old are they? Why is it one a tenor, one a bass? So they're both males, I guess. And well, it seems a happy dog, at least in the background. Back to you. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Oh, absolutely, I can do that. 2 dogs, both males. We've had them for quite a few years. One we've had for 14 or 15 years, and the other one for 5 or 6. One is a German Shepherd / Husky mix, and the other one is a chocolate lab. They seem to be quite happy. They keep us very good company, along with 3 cats, and they become part of your family. And when they're either sick or not feeling well, or just not in an area where you are, you kind of go looking for them. So they become a part of the family, and our promise to our pets whenever we decide to adopt a pet is to make sure that we take care of them until the day they die. And they do the same for us too. So I think it's an even trade, except when they bark at night. But we won't go there.
hope I answered your question. 9H-1FA with Charlie's permission there for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Foxtrot Alpha, can I forward the comment?
By all means, go ahead.
Net control, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Can I forward the comment, please?
Roger, Roger, go ahead.
Control is not coming through. I think you're, I can see you on Echo Link attempting to start a connection, but then sort of the connection immediately drops and we don't hear your voice. 9H-1LBS, this is 9H-5FA.
I said, I hope you hear me now. By all means, go ahead.
And 9H-1LBS, yeah, now it came in loud and clear. Now, the only comment was that Jerry mentioned sort of his dog sometimes start barking at night. Well, we have one 7-year-old dog who has a long-distance relationship with another dog across the garden at the back of our apartment. Some dog living to a neighbor who lives, across a very large garden. The trouble is that the neighbor's dog usually goes out at middle of the night or 2 o'clock in the morning into the balcony barking. So our dog, wherever he is, suddenly wakes up and goes to our balcony barking. And they hold sort of this barking conversations for a couple of minutes. Then they go back again. And then an hour passes or 2 hours pass. And they go back again. They have this sort of barking discussion. And they've never actually met. So it's a long distance relationship over the air, actually. Not even over telephone, it's over the air, but it's not over RF. It's over plain old simple audio waves. Back to you, net control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
You'd be surprised, Anthony. They can hear things which we can't, as you quite well know. And when I had my guide dog and I was still living here, he did not bark at night or anything like that, but I believe that a number of times when he was in the courtyard, which is downstairs, of course, he used to have these conversations with his colleagues in other courtyards in other places. So yeah, well, maybe somebody did a study about that. Do we have any more comments or questions? This is 9 Hotel 1 Fox Bravo Sierra with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
This is WB4 PVT.
Go ahead, Charles.
When I was in Malta, I was operating as 9H/WB4 PVT under reciprocal agreement. However, I just checked on the FCC website, that's the one that governs the amateur radio in the United States, and Malta is not listed as reciprocal license. So I can go to your country and operate reciprocal, but you can't come to my country and operate. I'm sure it's just something that's been overlooked, but I don't know if anybody wants to look into it. But Malta is not listed as one of the countries. If you go to the fcc.gov website, under ham radio, you can find the link to the reciprocal countries that are listed, and it's a rather impressive list. But for some reason, Malta is not listed. So I think it should be listed. If you come here, I think you should be able to operate. Over.
Okay, point taken. Maybe your friends on Jitsi could speak to the clubs and see what the problem is. Because yes, reciprocal is reciprocal. It works both ways. Oh. Thanks for the tip, Charles.
Foxtrot Alpha. Locally, I guess this would be taken care of by the Malta Communications Authority, which is the local authority which regulates all communications, including radio communications, including ham radio. They do have a section specifically dedicated for ham radio, so perhaps either our local clubs could inform them and see what can be done, or else I could write an email and sort of send them relative links and sort of see why. But I guess it will be more forceful if sort of club officially sends on those. So I will try and bring it up on the club's Facebook pages first, probably, and see what the general feedback is. I'm not sure. I don't know offhand the reciprocal agreements with countries outside of Europe, but well, this is relevant and interesting, Charles. So thanks for bringing it up. Yeah. Okay. I'll see what I can do, sort of first at the club level, and then perhaps at the Malta Communications Authority level. Back to you, Net Control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, well, maybe they're treating the European Union as one bloc, but yeah, we'll have to see about that, and hopefully we'll get it sorted out, because there might be other Maltese radio amateurs who would like to operate from the States because they're either on holiday or studying or something else. So that would be interesting to bring it up with the clubs. Any more comments or questions? 9H1 Fox Bravo Sugar with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
This W4 PVT. I just emailed 9H5FA with the website that lists the country, so you'll be able to find it there. This is W4 PVT clear.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Charles. Thanks, I appreciate. Yeah, that's great. I'll try and raise awareness about it first, and then we'll see where we can go from there. Thanks very much for this up. I appreciate. Back to net control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, we've just exceeded 40 minutes, so we'll see. Any more comments, questions, etc., etc. for the net? Please call net control 9 Hotel 1 Fox Bravo Sierra.
Yeah, and 7APW. Is anybody hearing the net on DMR?
November 7 APW. Did I, sorry for coming in. November 7 APW. Did I hear that you are on DMR? Here through the local repeater, we are also on DMR, and I can hear myself and I can hear everyone actually on DMR locally on the local DMR repeater on call group 2780. Back to net control. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Remember that you are very close to the originating source, so we'll see. I do not have my DMR on because it gets me mixed up. I don't know how you can hear three things at the same time, Anthony. Congratulations. So, but I do not have my DMR on at the present time.
And 7APW, it looks like I cannot hear the net on 2780 on DMR. It looks like the exact problem we had before, but I never got around to asking what the solution was. But there was one. So Charlie, maybe you should turn your radio on and see if you can hear the net on DMR and either confirm or not confirm that. What is the opposite of confirm? Boy, I should know that. And 7APW back to net.
I did. And no, I cannot hear either myself or you on the DMR side. So it's probably the same, as you said, the same problem as we had before. And as Tony is very close to the source, he can hear it, but we can't. In fact, I have the DMR in my hand and there is nothing coming through. So we'll try to sort that out with the DMR trustees and see what happens. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra, taking a pause for any other comments. That, because I heard nothing, we'll come to the end of this week's 9 Hotel 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Our invitation is for everybody to come back in 2 weeks' time. Time is going to remain the same. We don't change our time before October here, so it will be some time before we change our time related to GMT. Again, I would like to thank the repeater trustees, both repeaters. I would like to thank you all for coming this evening and making this net possible. And of course, I would like to wish you all a very good evening from a warm Malta. It is going to be less warm tomorrow. We're expecting 26, so we might have a couple of days of cooler weather. Hope to meet you in 2 weeks' time, and again, wish you a very good evening. This is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. This evening's net control for 9H-HAM GlobalNet, the net, and of course, wishing you all and returning the repeater to normal amateur radio use.
Thank you very much, Charles, and everyone, for being here tonight. And well, we will meet again. Today was the 31st net, by the way. So to continue, we've gone through 31 sessions. You know, approximately every 2 weeks. I mean, we've missed a couple here and there, but 31 sessions, which is pretty good. I mean, when we get to 50, we should celebrate. I mean, or 60, we should celebrate the golden. And well, we haven't celebrated the silver jubilee at 25, but we should celebrate. So perhaps we hold a special session, or well, we have some time to think about it. Thanks a lot, everyone, and back to Jerry and to Charles and the group. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, then after 50 we'll celebrate at 70, like the Queen. A very good time in the UK, and I'm very, very happy to see. I think she became Queen a few months before I came into this world in 1952, and hopefully we will get to 50, and we will get to more and more and more. And just my last word, I wish that we will find someone else also who can chair the session, because you know, someone might drop out at the last minute, and then we'll have more backups. So that's a word from me. 73 all. Thank you very much. A very good evening from Malta.
APW. Well, you know, if the Echolink link drops, I can't get into the machine. Obviously, you can't either, and so we need some other alternatives so that we can so that the net goes on, basically, and and I'm sure we'll find them. Calling the net, from having done it for decades, it's really not that bad. It looks complicated, maybe, and challenging, and even sometimes frustrating. But overall, no, it's not that bad. And yes, it's. I'll be the first in line to say, yes, it's easy after you've done it. And Anthony, by the way, the dogs are communicating with some other dogs that you can probably hear, because this microphone is very sensitive. And also a suggestion is maybe we can have a section in the net called my hometown, or my other hobbies, or something like that. It might be interesting. I mean, I've been missing from Malta for so long that my hometown on Malta, which was Birkirkara, and all the other hometowns I visited have changed dramatically. I'm sure that they are bigger. There are a lot of towns on Malta that have more population than the town I live in here right now. And so I think it would be a good exchange of information. Go ahead.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah. Very, very good. Yeah, if would like to have a look at, when you have some time, at that page, the log page. I'm going to copy and paste URL to Echolink, to the Echolink chat box. So you can copy it before you log off. Yeah, have a look at it and tell me what you think. This is 9H-5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Ja, tajab ħafna 9H-5FA u 7APW. Għamil li pjaċir. Għax m'għandix biex nikteb u marriċ naħli d-dem. Għamil li pjaċir bat li naqra l-link ġo email. Meta jkollok aptit u ċans u l-ħin u daw l-affarijiet oħra, kollha. Ħantija daqqatajn. Wagga ikonna il-page ħafna links għal clubs Maltin u il-Facebook page tagħhom jew jekk għandhom web page. Ħafna tkun interessanti għax imbagħad xi ħadd nsemmuha kull darba fuq in-net u whoever checks in jista' jmur hemmhekk u għandu basket mimli informazzjoni sabiħa. U tkun interessanti, membru ta' xi żewġ clubs li jagħmlu l-istess u dejjem nsib il-ħin jien noqgħod nara l-emmolaw u xi kulħadd. Ma jekk trid id-darba li ġejja alla volja ma jkollix ħafna xi ngħid xi ħaġa fuq hawnhekk fejn noqgħod jien hawnhekk Sheridan, Wyoming. Jekk tinteressa lil kulħadd, I suppose, I don't see why not. Niftakar l-ewwel kuntatt li kelli wara li ġibt l-ewwel liċenzja tiegħi u l-ewwel liċenzja tiegħi ġibta Malta 9H1 Echo Fox. L-ewwel kuntatt kien il-Kanada u t-tieni kuntatt kien Alaska. U dat l-Alaska għad bil-qiegħda għattajna saqtej fuq 20 meters. U għat jgħid li, xem madwaru, għad bil-qeda jena laqtajnija u isna għat noħlom, it was very nice. 9H-5FA and 7APW.
November 7th, Papa Whiskey. Tista' għedinna u koll xiftit fuq il-music broadcast tijak. Ma nafx ma' nis li għafu bijom, ġifiri minn radio amateurs għanqas, jina ġili ma' nisma da' mġej mkun il-logjat, għax minn kun il-logjat ovvijament tarani, ma' mġej mkun il-logjat, ma' ġili kun sort of imur fuq il-page noqt nismek, meta jkollok broadcast. Kun tajdi. November 7th, Alpha Papa Whiskey, 9H-5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Jien ngħidlek il-verità waqaft għal ftit taf inti xkultant jew titlef l-aptit jew kollok affarijiet oħra imma ħanerġa' nibda għaliex għax nieħu gost. Taqsam ftit mużika ma' nies oħra u imma darba meta nerġa' nibda kull programm nagħmlu available on demand ħalli jekk xi ħadd ma jkunx jista' jisma' meta jkun live jista' jisimgħu wara wkoll. And I think that was a great idea. So kont naf li teżisti, imma sakemm semmejta inti ma derlix jiena li kien hemm imma dejjem tajjeb. Again, memx labda flus u xejn. Hobby ieħor, basically, and it is, ma. Jekk ma naqbadx nagħmel da programmi, l-ewwel net nieħu gost nagħmilhom, imma jekk ma naqbadx nagħmilhom L-external drive ma tagħmel xejn. You know, 5 terabytes. It's at 3.5 terabytes full. U mużika biss, memx xej iktar, memx dokumenti, memx, you know, images, xej, mużika. So at this point, the librarija tiegħi 3.5 gigabytes ta' MP3s u formats oħrajn, you know, u naqbel qiegħda xi kultanti, you know, l-lum ħafna iktar sempliċi biex tagħmelhom dawn l-affarijiet. Ma noqbel qiegħda ngħid kieku kellna diski irrid dar biex inżomm id-diski biss. And that's not practical. L-unika ħaġa li tista' tagħmel tmur taħdem f'istazzjon tar-radju. Naħseb hemm xi 2 jew 3 waħda żgur. Librarija kbira ta' diski u you know, kien meta kont hemm jien kien ir-rediffusion insomma. Issa m'għadux jeżisti. Imma dik il-librarija naħseb li maqluba issa digitized, at least I hope it is. U imma ma tax tagħmel bil-kontenut, ma nafx x'jagħmlu bil-kontenut. Bħal movies, il-movies meta wara li jintweraw fil-cinemas. Dak il-pellikoli kollha from time gone by and today, illum differenti, imma il-pellikoli kollha from time gone by, xiġri minnhom. I always wondered that, you know. Anyway, 9H-HAM and 7APW.